Welcome everyone to today's Lunch and Learn presentation. Thank you for joining us. Today we'll be filling our plates with fruits and veggies. My name is Anneliese Kuemmerle, and I am a program associate for Family and Community Health Sciences in Cape May County. Chris Sellers is the original author of today's presentation, and she is the educator and assistant professor for the Family and Community Health Sciences Department in Cape May County. Before we dive in, I want to tell you a little bit about Rutgers Cooperative Extension. We are a partnership between Rutgers, the State University of New Jersey, the Board of County Commissioners of New Jersey, and the USDA's National Institute of Food and Agriculture. We are Rutgers' arm to local communities, and we have offices in all counties throughout the state. We offer cooperative extension services to support the community and deliver research-based information. We have 3 departments: Agriculture and Natural Resources, 4-H Youth Development, and my department is Family and Community Health Sciences. At FCHS, we provide outreach about nutrition, chronic disease prevention, food safety, and overall wellness. Rutgers Cooperative Extension is an affirmative action equal opportunity employer whose programs and materials are open to all. Today's lesson, Filling Your Day with Fruits and Vegetables, has 3 objectives. We will learn the advantages of eating seasonal produce, and we will examine the benefits of adding more fruits and vegetables to your day for a healthy eating pattern. We will share tips for adding more vegetables and fruit to your day also. Eating seasonally can be less expensive because the produce that is in season is abundantly available during that time. The local aspect of fruits and veggies means that our food doesn't always have to travel as far to get to us. So it's also better for the environment and can help us lower our carbon footprint. Choosing in-season local produce minimizes the distance that food travels from farm to table. And food miles refers to the distance that the food travels. These reduced food miles conserve fossil fuel, reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and lower the energy that's associated with transportation. Fruits and veggies that are grown with the intention of long-distance travel are often picked before they are ripe, and this allows them to withstand the time and the stress of shipping. The varieties that are chosen to be grown are selected based on durability and the ability for that produce to stay fresh during transport. They don't pick varieties for flavor so much. Locally grown in-season produce that is harvested when it is at peak ripeness can mean that it has higher levels of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. While science and technology have made great strides in slowing down the process of nutrient breakdown, nutrients do degrade the longer that fresh produce sits in storage. So when you buy produce that has been locally grown with less miles traveled before it gets to you, it can be fresher and more nutritious. And finally, my favorite point, locally grown in-season fruits and veggies just taste better. Who here has been less than satisfied by a December tomato purchase? And summer is plentiful in New Jersey with fruits and veggies, so it's a wonderful time of year to start adding more produce to your plate. How do we find locally grown produce? Jersey Fresh is an advertising, promotional, and quality grading program that is run by the New Jersey Department of Agriculture. Growers register with the state and become licensed to use the logo. So when you see the Jersey Fresh logo, it means that produce that's in products like pickles or jam was grown in New Jersey and meets specific quality standards. Looking for Jersey Fresh is an easy way to find local food. And today's fun fact is that New Jersey grows more than 100 different varieties of fruits, vegetables, and herbs. We are also ranked nationally in the top 10 as producers of items like blueberries, peaches, bell peppers, squash, tomatoes, and cranberries. We have a lot of options for the whole family. The QR code on the screen will take you to the Jersey Fresh directory, and this can help you find farm markets, you pick farms, restaurants, wineries, and more places that offer Jersey Fresh produce. I searched for U-Pick farms, and the results are pictured here for you on the screen. Visiting a U-Pick farm is a really fun activity to take little ones to. It is a fun way for children to get physical activity, learn about where food comes from, and get them interested in eating fruits and veggies. And I will send a link out to the Jersey Fresh website after the presentation as well, but encourage you to visit. To start this conversation, it is important to note that Americans fall short of the recommended daily intake of vegetables and fruit. Per the 2020 to 2025 dietary guidelines concluded that about 90% of Americans don't get recommended requirements for vegetables, and about 80% do not meet fruit recommendations. Since so many people fall short of recommended amounts, it is important to think about creative ways to add more fruits and vegetables to your diet. This might be as slow process of adding one vegetable as a snack each week, perhaps. But no matter how you choose to add more fruits and veggies, getting more is important. And we're going to talk about increasing your consumption throughout the presentation. Fruits and vegetables contain phytochemicals. Phytochemicals give them their beautiful colors and provide nutrients that help fight chronic disease like cancer and heart disease. They are also nutrient dense and low in calories. So unlike high calorie foods, veggies and fruits supply what our body needs with fewer calories, and this can help maintain a healthy weight. Vegetables and fruits are high in fiber. Fiber keeps everything moving through us properly. Proper movement inside our bodies keeps us healthy and prevents disease. Fruits and vegetables also contain potassium, calcium, and many other minerals that Americans might be falling short on intake of. In the last slide, I mentioned that fiber was a benefit offered by vegetables and fruit, and I want to point out that fiber is an important part of our diet. We want to keep things moving and regular. We want to feed those good gut microbes that can help with inflammation and benefit the immune system. And when we get bloated or constipated, it can make us feel sluggish and make us feel like sitting around versus moving and exercising. Eating the right amount of fiber is crucial for many aspects of health, and whole foods like fruits, vegetables, and whole grains will contribute to our overall fiber intake. Americans fall very short of meeting the recommended amounts of fiber each day. We see that USDA recommends fiber intake of about 25 grams a day for women up to age 50 and 38 grams for men. Examples of high fiber foods, again, we have whole grains, nuts, legumes, vegetables, and fruit. Some fruits have more fiber than others. For instance, some berries are higher in fiber than, say, apples per serving. But adding more fruits and vegetables into your day can contribute to greater fiber intake and a better functioning body. So what does 30 grams of fiber look like? Here is an example of what a day might look like for you if you are getting around 30 grams of fiber. We have overnight oats made with a quarter cup of oatmeal, a medium banana, and a half a cup of blueberries for breakfast. For lunch, we have a tuna sandwich on whole wheat bread with lettuce and tomato added. And on the side, we have carrots and medium orange. Then we move right along to dinner, where we have a 3/4 cup serving of rice and beans and a half a cup of broccoli. Add your favorite protein to that plate. And we even have room for a snack. We have a medium apple and a small handful of almonds. So we see a variety of fruits and vegetables are adding fiber to each meal and to each snack. We also see many different colors here, which we will get into as well. And this meal plan that has over 30 grams of fiber is only 1,800 calories. So it's not, again, we're eating those fruits and vegetables. They fill us up for fewer calories. In addition to the dietary guidelines statement that Americans fall short of fiber intake, we also don't get the recommended amounts of potassium. The recommended amount of potassium intake each day is around 4,700 milligrams, and getting this amount should be achieved by increasing fruits and vegetables. Adding to an article in Harvard Health Publishing from Harvard Medical School, you should consult a physician before you consider taking potassium supplements, dietary supplements. Potassium supplements that are taken incorrectly can easily cause high blood potassium levels, and that is extremely dangerous. Consuming vegetables and fruits can help increase your potassium intake safely. And it is true of most supplements that if we're eating a well-balanced diet, we reduce our need for supplements because you're getting what you need naturally. Potassium is important to many bodily functions. The dietary guidelines suggest increased consumption based on potassium's ability to help prevent vascular disease. Potassium has been shown to reduce the incidence of stroke among people who are consuming enough potassium, and it has also been shown to lower blood pressure. Potassium likewise helps to prevent kidney stones and also helps the body properly absorb calcium. It also helps regulate your heartbeat. It helps cells, muscles, and nerves function normally, and it also assists in metabolizing carbohydrates. Fruits and vegetables that contain more than 250 milligrams per half cup serving are listed out on the screen for you. And I see my slide has adjusted itself, but that list that starts with dates, that's a nice long list to choose from. And those are just examples. There are many more as well. Calcium is another area that is lacking in Americans' diets, and it is estimated that about 1/3 of us do not meet the recommendations for calcium. Calcium is important for teeth and bone health, helps with the secretion of hormones and enzymes in the body, and supports nerve signaling in the body as well. Calcium helps with muscle contractions. And you may be wondering why I'm talking about adding fruits and vegetables to your diet. I'm talking about calcium because everyone's first high calcium food to pop into your mind might be dairy products. But vegetables and fruits can also contribute to your calcium intake, especially if you don't consume many dairy products. Eating fruits and vegetables can help you get your required needs. We have, again, examples down at the bottom for you for higher calcium foods. The green leafy vegetables are in season right now. We also have okra and then some of our fall foods as well, like our butternut squash and acorn squash. They also contain calcium. So now that we have seen how fruits and vegetables benefit our bodies with specific nutrients, let's talk a little bit about what a healthy eating pattern looks like and what the results could be for you and your family. When you hear a nutrition educator or a medical professional suggest a healthy eating pattern, they are often suggesting a variety of foods that are nutrient dense and low in sugar, fat, and sodium. Fruits and vegetables fit this description of a healthy eating pattern and should be included throughout the day. And while it's good to eat a salad, having other vegetables is important as well. We're looking for that variety. A variety of fruits and veggies contributes to a healthy eating pattern because of the various colors, providing different benefits. When you think about your fruit and vegetable consumption, ask yourself if you are eating maybe just one color group. Do you eat only red vegetables, for instance? And ask yourself if you are eating just one type of fruit. Maybe your go-to is grapes. And if that's the case, consider changing it up a little bit and adding a variety of colors and types of vegetables and fruit for a healthy eating pattern. And exploring your local farmers market is a great chance to peruse some options. Colorful produce has been shown to reduce the likelihood of certain cancers, assist in preventing heart disease, prevent stroke, and also lower blood pressure. They also help to maintain a healthy body weight because, again, they're low in calories and high in fiber, as we have seen before. So now that everyone knows that a variety and types of colors are important, let's look at the color groups of produce and talk about what those colors can do for us. We have red fruits and veggies. They help fight heart disease and fight cancer, fight infection. Orange and yellow fruits and vegetables help vision, help our immune system, and lower the risk of certain cancers. Our green veggies help promote strong bones and reduce cancer risk and inflammatory disease risk. For purple and blue veggies, might reduce the risk of cancer, promote memory, and promote healthy aging. We have white, brown, and tan vegetables as well, and those can lower the risk of certain cancers and also help lower cholesterol. And I know it can be confusing about how much should we be eating when it comes to fruit and when it comes to veggies. So this chart can help point you in the right direction based on your age and sex. And we can find a link to this table from myplate.gov, and I'll send that information out after the talk. These amounts, I will say, they're appropriate for individuals who get less than 30 minutes per day of moderate physical activity. Those who are more physically active might be able to consume more and still stay within their calorie needs. Remember, the amounts you should consume to maintain a healthy weight will vary depending on your age, gender, and activity level. And there is a calculator at myplate.gov that you can plug in your personal information, and it will give you a calorie count based on your unique needs. Shown here are some examples of what would count as a 1 cup serving of fruit. Again, if you go to the MyPlate website, they will give you more options as well as show what a 1/2 cup serving is. Note that with dried fruit, a 1/2 cup is equivalent to a 1 cup serving because when we dry fruit, we take the water out, so the portion is smaller. And to further exemplify how dried fruit is a smaller portion, a 1/2 cup servings of raisins is only a small box or a little 1.5 ounce box of raisins versus grapes. So the drying process shrinks the fruit down considerably. So one little box could be equal to an entire bunch of grapes. And on this chart, we have the vegetable recommendations, as was the case with fruit. These examples are based on amounts appropriate for individuals who are getting less than 30 minutes per day of moderate physical activity. Those who are more physically active, again, check out your own numbers on myplate.gov. You might be able to consume even more servings while staying within your calorie needs. And shown here, we have some examples of what 1 cup of a variety of different vegetables looks like. There is a more complete list you can view again at myplate.gov. And note on the spinach, 1 cup of cooked equals a 1 cup serving, but 2 cups of raw spinach is equal to a 1 cup serving. And the difference, like the raisins, is due to how it shrinks when it is cooked. And with our fresh green leafies, there's a lot of air in between the leaves, and that takes up more space when it is raw. So taking little steps to add veggies and fruits into your day can be helpful in supplying your body with nutrients to keep it healthy. We can add extra veggies to soups or to crock pot meals, and that's an easy way to boost your intake. If you're having pizza night, ask for veggies as the topping. And the vegetables, rather than the meats, can add more flavor and make it more interesting. Some folks even put fruit on their pizza. You could have pineapple. Smoothies are another great way to add extra fruit and vegetables to your day. We can add veggies like broccoli to a side dish. If you're having macaroni and cheese, add some broccoli on the side. Adding things like spinach or carrots to a sauce can help boost your intake. A little trick: if your family turns up their nose at having vegetables, you can add them to your spaghetti sauce and use an immersion blender, that's like the stick type blender, and blend them right in. And having fruits and vegetables that are cut, washed, ready to grab and go, that can make them easy to take along. And it might keep other snacks of a less healthy nature at bay and out of your shopping cart and off of your plate. Adding vegetables or fruits to a sandwich, add them to burritos or wraps. That's another great way to add them through the day. Earlier in the presentation, we had the fruit with the oatmeal added in. We can add produce a little bit at a time as you increase to the number of servings per day that you need. And to wrap it up, it is important to find creative ways to add fruits and veggies to your day so that you can be healthy and get all of the wonderful benefits they have to offer. As a child at the dinner table, you may have been made to try new options, but then doing that as an adult is equally important. Some produce that you may not have liked before, you might find it more appetizing now. The way something is cooked. I never liked Brussels sprouts as a child because they were frequently boiled, but I love a roasted Brussels sprout. So think about the ways you're preparing them also. And again, try to eat local, in-season produce for the best cost and nutrition benefits, and eating a variety of those colors, and vary what types of vegetables and fruits that you're eating through the day, through the week, and through the seasons. And most importantly, enjoy. Some references, and here's information on how to contact us. Thank you. We hope you join us for our next Lunch and Learn, which will be on August 7th, where we are going to talk tomatoes.